I want to see if there's
Switch
anything.
that there audio. Slam.
We making sure that you haven't muted the Discord again.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain everyone can hear me loud and proud.
Oh God, I can hear you.
Unfortunately.
Still, I shouldn't get too angry because I'm tired. I just exercised. I can't get too mad, right? I don't have the energy.
You don't have the name either.
That's. I mean, I don't know if that's how that works, but okay.
Shh. It's how I'm saying it works.
If he wants to have it work like that, you can just let him. Honestly.
Look, my doctor, not that I've actually seen the doctor in years because I have no health insurance and I'm poor, but my doctor says I need to lower my blood pressure, so.
Have you ever thought about not having high blood pressure?
I mean, he said I shouldn't do the show, but I like Max too much.
I mean, that's fair. I like Max too.
Max is good people.
I'm waiting for a punchline from one of you.
No.
Why would there be a punchline there?
We for the most
You're
part
a
think you're
genuinely good person.
Yeah. Certainly better than us.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, there's not really a high bar though. So. I guess time, cause people, I'm showing guys, I'm doing it.
Jumping off a cliff?
I mean, yeah, that too.
Okay, put the switch into sleep mode. I'll just have that tabbed in case things start getting shitty and I want to beat something
Anyway.
up.
Hey, Max, you want to play Smash Online while we do this?
No, I've got Astral Chain queued up.
How is that? Everybody says it's the tits.
It. Do you like platinum games? Because this is literally the platinum game. Every mechanic that they have learned how to use over the last 10 years of making games is in this game essentially.
Wait,
well,
can I shoot guns with my feet while showing off my ass?
No, yes, maybe.
No, sadly, you can't do
then
that.
That's a mechanic that's not in there, and I'm disappointed.
You know
entirely.
what? That was actually the key selling point. I guess I'm not getting the game then.
There is a shooting mechanic, but I mean, if you want to play as a female, you can.
Listen, if I can't do butt shots with both the guys and the girl, it's not enough. I need the men doing the same spine twisting poses as the women for equality.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Look, I'm vamping while Sneaky finds what bullshit
here
we're
we
gonna
go.
read.
Yeah, you know what story we're gonna do today?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
You know what, Internet? This is Fanfiction Contempt Theater!
He's
brought to you by your host,
it.
now a prepubescent 15-year-old.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to scream the top of your lungs, but you're also at the same time amazingly sick. Your voice turns back 20 years? That's how that works, yeah.
No, actually, most people I know, their voice just gets deeper.
Yeah,
because everything is pain.
I don't do anything right, Max, so... Alright,
that just sounds like a bad punch. That sounds like a bad punchline for someone with low self-esteem issues. I can't even get sick right. What's wrong with me?
I mean, I have low self-esteem issues, and I just made that punchline, so I mean, I guess I nailed it then, eh?
I would say, pretty much you.
Anyway, this is Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9002, episode 68, brought to you today by really freaking sick Sneaky and Max Force and Atin. We're gonna read some bad fanfiction, give you advice on how to write better.
Dude, stop the show, please.
At the same time.
This is painful to listen to, and I enjoy your suffering.
Sneaky, out of curiosity, buddy, have you tried having a teaspoon of honey?
I have not tried alcohol yet. Thank you.
No, honey.
No, that alcohol will make it worse. It sounds like you're having throat problems. I'm pretty sure that will make it worse.
It will, in fact, make it worse.
That is factually incorrect.
No, it's not.
All issues.
Jesus Christ. I'm tempted to ask for his manager.
Who, Sneakies?
Yeah, oh my god, that voice.
He doesn't have a manager. His manager is himself.
Okay, so as I was saying, this
Yes.
is
You're drunk. Continue.
Fate Unbalanced Scales, the first fic we are going to be covering today. And of course, as always, I will be dropping the links so you can follow along in the Discord. But as always, as per Twitch guidelines, I am required to remind everyone here that all the fics I cover, you are not to contact the authors of these fics, because Twitch thinks that's harassment. And you know what? I'm on Twitch, so I guess I gotta follow the rules. Let me just drink some more moonshine to fix my voice. Okay. Whew. Gonna need to change the scene counter to, let's go with,
Fate Unbalanced series. What the fuck have you found us today?
there we go. That sounds like a good scene counter, right, guys?
What do we got? What? Hey! Fucking Twitch! Load the stream, you shithead!
What a glorious recommendation we get today.
Fuck you, Twitch!
Well,
I'll knock it down to 480p out of spite.
Get ready.
Also, Sneaky, good news.
Do I have options again? Are my viewers able to?
You have
Oh,
options
sweet.
for this
We're
stream.
knocking that down to 360. I don't need to waste stuff.
I can't wait for this to pop right back up to force 1080 60.
So what you're saying is you can't wait for Friday when they're gonna remove the
dude. Nah, man. I go to that game night on this Friday. Come on, man. 2.5 years now. Fuck, look at a calendar.
You said the first Friday of every month. It is the 20th. The 20th is not
it's the first and third.
Third.
First and third.
First and third. I'm supposed to be the drunk one here.
First and Zerg.
All I heard is for the swarm.
Indeed.
So
first and
anyway,
third
this is actually a
month.
really good story, guys. And by really good story, I mean really good story for everything you're not supposed to do when you're advertising your fanfic.
Oh, no.
So to start off with, the summary is Welcome to Fate Unbalanced Scales. Yeah, we know it's Fate Unbalanced Scales. Your story title says that.
I clicked on it.
I know my previous summary seemed like From Fake Dreams, which is what FFD stands for. So that's another fanfic. A very popular one. I personally have never read it, though. But I have not read that fic, and I created this fic before ever knowing about it. This is a different, please read it or my parents will disown me.
Oh, I think they'll disown you when they...
Oh, they'll disown you anyway, my dude. So, actually, anyway, an interesting fact is...
Not undeservedly.
This guy actually came into a Discord I was on, and that's how I found his story. I'm actually going to ping him now.
Oh, no.
Specifically so he knows.
Wait, some writing guy.
Oh, he left. Bitch! Little bitch!
He sensed your idiocy.
No, so what happened was, the reason why the summary is currently this, is because when he joined the server and posted his fanfic and was like, hey guys, can I get some criticism on this fic? And I said, sure, and I fucking dumped on him for his summary. Because it was fucking, like, imagine the most generic goddamn Fate Stay Night summary in existence, and this was a level beyond that. That's what that summary was. And so I dumped on him for it. So he changed it to this because somehow, in his heart of hearts, he felt this was a fucking improvement.
Okay.
Literally,
Do you have a copy of the previous one lying around?
Wow, I don't know, man. Fucking, what's the archive?
Oh, hey, so people have been shilling this because they're better at this than we are, but apparently it's September, which means it's cheaper to subscribe. So subscribe.
Clearly
Oh,
that means...
that's cool,
well,
actually.
I didn't mean to save that link. I meant to search for it.
Yes, I could. You can get the tier 1 sub for $2.49.
Interesting. So does that mean that
But
Twitch gets all that $2.49?
no, I think we still get the same percentage.
Yeah, no, this is... I don't think this is gonna work, lads. No. Unfortunately, we do not. Hello, Birdie.
Oh, Birdie has just joined us.
So,
It's
anytime.
Birdie!
Anyways, so the author's note, of course, starts with the, what's the term I'm looking for, Max? Ubiquitous? Am I saying that correctly?
I mean, that depends.
You
What are you
are
going to
saying
follow
it
it up with?
correctly, but I don't know what you're using it for.
The ubiquitous author summary of almost every fanfic we've ever covered on this website is, hey guys, this is my first fanfic, so any suggestions
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty ubiquitous one. Along with don't like, don't read, and my parents didn't love me enough.
Hello, new viewers. This story is rather long. You'll have to do quite a bit of reading to get to the point where Shiro actually shows up in the story. Thankfully, if you don't have to read that much if you don't want to. While not recommended, you can skip ahead to chapter 8. That's where Shiro shows up in the story. Chapter 8 is the beginning of Fate Stay Night, where the events after the Fourth Holy Grail War take place. I encourage every reader, however, to read the whole story, to encounter and experience the full glory. As this is my first public work, the quality has advanced exponentially, especially since the aforementioned 8th chapter, when I was able to gain a beta. Like many great works, it's best to progress beyond the first few episodes to really discover if you enjoy it or not. That is patently false. As we all know, the only 3 Star Wars episodes that are acceptable are episodes 4 through 6.
I mean, hold on a minute. Those are the only episodes, but there was a very nifty cartoon 2D animated series. And as much as I hate to admit it, a pretty nifty 3D series too.
Yeah, those animated series were pretty good. I will give them that.
Except for the time travel stuff.
We don't talk about that.
Oh yes, we do.
No.
It existed. We just don't like it.
No, we don't. Anyway, moving beyond that. I can't help but notice that the author took the time to have his first chapter updated, telling people to skip to chapter 8 if they wanted to actually read Fate Stay Night, which I personally feel is a little bit stupid, because you're basically saying your first 7 chapters are not necessary to the story. Which, why did you write them then? You know, let's see how many words we got here. So we got 22 chapters at 40k words. So approximately a little bit less than 20k per chapter. So approximately from that, around, let's see, so 7 chapters at around 20k. So around 210 words. Am I doing that math right? I don't think I'm doing that math right. That's one calculator assist. Divided by 22. Right. Okay, yep, no, I did that right, and times 7. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to ignore the repeating decimal numbers. So around 127k words of your 400k word story author, you are claiming can be skipped completely, utterly, and without any form of negative drawback, according to you. So again,
Why would I
did
read
you
it?
write them? What's the point of those chapters then if there's nothing plot relevant in them? If there is no character development in them? If they do not explain the changes to the universe that you've had? Because I make all these assumptions because you said we could just skip them, which means there's nothing important in them, right? Author? But on top of that, I encourage every reader to go through and read the whole thing, though. Yeah, but you just said we could skip it. But you also got a beta, and you admitted that your first chapters were rough. And instead of updating your first chapters with maybe better phrasing or anything that you've learned as you progressed, or hell, even just going through and spell checking it and making sure you're being consistent with the later chapters. Instead of doing any of that, you just said, oh, you guys can just skip it all and move to chapter 8, because that's where it gets way better. Really, Bo? Really? I get it. I get it. You know, it's 127k words. Even I wouldn't want to go back and re-edit all that. But I also wouldn't tell people, hey, just skip it. What do we got here? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
Sneaky, you fuck, the author is coming. Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, well, he's on somebody else's.
Oh boy.
Is it some dude named Dr. Catfish? 'Cause
Yeah,
he just
he's
got.
only
Oh, it is.
assumed.
That's yeah. That's the author's profile picture.
You know what? I appreciate
Catfish.
consistency.
I do appreciate consistency. That
Get
is
your
nice.
bitch ass in here, Catfish.
Wow, what a pleasant human being you remain.
Oh my god, Sneaky. Why must you be like this, Sneaky?
I'm not fucking drunk enough for this shit.
I don't know if my microphone quality is going to be shit because I'm not at my.
I mean, look,
actual
your
rig.
microphone quality is already better than one of our guest stars, so I don't care.
I would say,
great.
and you're more comprehensible than the Russian.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect.
Ugh.
Well, I'm glad.
Thank
Hello.
you, Pedro.
You're looking at my shit.
So,
I got a massive,
do you have any
notification.
response to what I was saying earlier? If you heard any of that?
You were saying about how I said that people should skip the chapter 8 ends of a string.
Yeah.
That was mostly about. I got a review a while ago, I think, and they were saying, "Oh, well, the whole 0 segment was really boring and blah blah blah." So I was like, "Well, okay, I'll just write this and say to the people who don't want to read 0, maybe they don't like the message that I try to convey there, that they could just skip ahead to the stay night realm of things."
Mm-hmm.
And that was my kind of thoughts on the matter. But I did understand that when I wrote that, you're missing a shitload of stuff. Like,
yeah, but
there's so much.
Okay, so you did understand my point when there was basically like by telling people they can skip it, you're effectively saying the first 7 chapters have nothing worthwhile in them in terms of plot relevance or character development.
There's a lot of character development and plot relevance, but
Then why would you tell people to skip them?
But I didn't tell people to skip them. I said that they could, right? You can skip right ahead. And I said I encourage every reader to journey through the entire story and experience it in its full glory. Blah blah blah. Right? So I don't.
Yeah, but that's like saying everyone. If you're wondering, you can all go grab the machine gun over there, but I encourage everyone to start with the pistol first.
Or at least the gun safety course.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, You guys
I
can all
feel
go
like
skip to the parts that are more interesting, where I'm better experienced. But I wholeheartedly encourage you to read the parts where I sucked a bunch first.
Sneaky, I'm about to like Amazon and use some throat lozenges.
I know people who raise bees. I will get actual fresh honey.
You say that.
Okay.
You say that, Max.
Yeah.
But I actually
Yeah.
have throat lozenges of honey and mint coming in tomorrow from Amazon.
Okay. Anyways, though, about him like offering the skip thing, I'm a bit strange because I see where he's coming from because I've dealt with series where you can hop all around them. In a weird way, Fate Zero is skippable if you just want Unlimited Blade Works or the original Beam
I would say
animation Stay Night.
it's skippable
But
because it was originally
it's
written as
it's a prequel.
yeah, it's a prequel.
But here's the
actually come
thing, though.
first.
Like, he's not telling people like he said, he's not telling people to skip it. He's saying if you don't have any interest in Zero and you are just here for Stay Night, here's the chapter to go to. That's the same as like, I just want to see Archer Emiya. Well, then just skip Zero because you'll
Even
get
in
nothing
brackets,
out of it.
I have, while not recommended in the slightest, as the story was never written to be read this way. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
He does have that.
And
I do give him
think there are manga that do like Getter Robo. Well, Getter Robo is weird because the dude wrote 2 arcs and then there was a prequel arc in between them that he added afterwards. And it's one of those things where like, was this meant to be read like this?
But the thing here, though, is Max, is that he's writing a fan fiction. And I assume, because of what he said earlier, is that the events in Fate Zero are different from canon, and that changes how Fate Stay Night pans out?
See, you say that they're different, but I've heard a lot of people say that there's actually no difference, and that was a major plot for them.
Well,
I mean,
okay, well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam.
Hold on.
When I was writing a Naruto Ruby fic, people were accusing me of cucking Naruto because I didn't give him a harem. So people don't know shit.
Let me finish because, like, I assume you've read it all.
I haven't read anything. Yes.
Oh, great! Wow.
The entire point of our show is we look at the first chapter and then go, would we read a second chapter of this?
Yeah.
Oh,
and if the answer to
Jesus,
that is
you're
yes, we'll
not
read a
gonna want to
second
read
chapter.
the next after the prologue.
Well, here's the thing. We
Jesus
look for a
Christ.
hook, and if there's a hook, we go into chapter 2 on Tuesdays. So if your first chapter hooks, if your first chapter hooks Sneaky,
it's essentially
you're good.
every week is Shark Tank.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. We are the
That's-
Shark Tank of fan fiction. Somebody
No!
fucking put that on a shirt.
No, don't. Oh, what have you done, Atin? Why'd you
Don't
encourage
put
him?
that on.
That is our new
You-
tagline.
You said it, not him. You started it.
Oh God.
So back to what I was saying.
Yes.
What was I saying? Someone remind me.
We were talking about
Oh.
skipping and the reason
Skipping,
it's dumb for people to skip.
Oh no, that's what we were. The differences between my fic and Canon Zero. Now there have been a lot of people who've been told me like, oh well, you didn't do much, blah blah blah. This didn't change. There is a big drastic change, but the overall message that I wanted to get across with the Zero arc, and I have them separated as Zero arc, the Britain arc, and the Stay Night arc as so far.
Right.
The Zero arc, I really wanted to focus on a feeling and the emotion of like uselessness. That was my big thing. I wanted it to feel like there was, even though there was this change, no matter what, things would still always end the same, because it's just that sensation of hopelessness.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to get across.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay.
reasonable enough for Fate.
Well,
Zero
actually,
specifically.
if
That was
if that's what he was
Zero.
trying to get across, Fate Zero did accomplish that with from Kiritsugu's point of view.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because keep in mind, it technically followed 2 main protagonists, Kiritsugu and Waver. Kiritsugu was, no matter what you do, dude, you're not going to save everyone. It was literally the hopelessness of the situation for him.
Exactly. And I wanted to preserve
I
that.
will give you credit for that then, if that was what you were trying for. But
Yeah.
my counterpoint to that is this is not an original work. This is a fan fiction. And
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
of that, even if you like change the thoughts behind the matter, unless you're changing events and according to you, you more or less did have the canon events happen on Phase Zero, right?
Well, when I say the canon events happen, I try not to spoil it while simultaneously
Well,
saying
look, it doesn't matter. If people want to read this story, they can.
That's fair. Okay, well, for following canon, like the entire thing diverges immediately at the.
Okay.
There's a major event that is entirely divergent at the very start.
All right, hold on.
All right,
Let me just put this out there. 20 we're gonna do a 10-second spoiler warning. Spoilers. Fuck you, I'm impatient. Continue.
Old Yeller is shot. Han Solo dies.
So since the spoiler warning's over,
Gandalf comes back.
Since the spoilers warning is over and everybody wants to read it, is hopefully muting this or whatever. I don't care. But
they probably already muted us.
Whatever. There are canon events that happen in this, like just to generalize, Maya dies.
Right.
Irie dies. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I can never do it. But Kiritsugu finds Shiro in the fire as it does in normal progression. What else?
I'm trying to think of the characters that die that you can't pronounce. It's either Kaneth or Ryunosuke.
No, it was Kiritsugu.
Oh, it was Kiritsugu?
Yeah.
I
can't pronounce it. But a lot of the fights I've kept the same, though there is an entirely new servant, and a lot of the fights focus around them.
Okay.
I've written it specifically to avoid shit that stays canon, right? So when they're in the very beginning, Kirei is dead.
Right.
Kiritsugu's made plans. He's killed Kirei as soon as he goes to the Fuyuki church with his father, blows up the whole thing, kills him, but his father survives. After that,
that's actually a massive change, and it could not have happened to a better character.
At that same instance, like when Kirei dies, I think the fight between Saber and Lancer takes place, and that generally remains the same. So I skip a shitload of dialogue in a lot of the fight.
Okay, thank God. Yep, that's.
Well, I was gonna say, here's the thing.
I skip all of it because I don't like. I've read fan fictions, and when they follow the script from the source material word for word, I get so bored.
That is something like
even myself and Max wrote a dumb, cracky self-insert, which we made it abundantly clear it was a dumb, cracky self-insert. Even when we had to follow the storyline, we made sure that we were like, no, we need to at least change the dialogue so this is more interesting.
Oh, I didn't. Time is kind of weird, right? So I was assuming that everything falls into place as it would normally, right? These two characters, they've never met, they have the same personality, nothing's happened at that point.
Right, and that makes sense.
Details. So when I've added new dialogue, blah, 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 but when it starts to fall into the same route, I just skip it. I go, we're on to the next part, you're seeing something new.
I tell people what they should do.
Exactly.
If it is canon,
move them on to something new. That is entirely different. The actual overall fight, because in Zero, Saber and Lancer fight, she gets her wrist cut, that's it, pretty much. The other servants make an appearance, but there's not much actual fighting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
In mine, and you have to forgive me because my memory is pretty shit, but I believe the fight is a lot longer. Saber doesn't lose the use of her arm because she doesn't fall into his trap because there's something that disturbs them. There's a lot more fighting between Lancer, Rider, Berserker, and Archer, with Saber and Lancer there as well. I think Lancer fucks off or something. I think that's what it is. I don't remember. I like how I write this, and then I don't even remember what I wrote.
I mean, don't feel bad. That applies to most authors, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it definitely applies to Sneaky, because Sneaky can't even remember what he did 2 days ago.
Excuse you, I perfectly remember everything I've
Yeah,
written.
yeah, we know you remember leaving the house to get more alcohol. That doesn't count.
Look, I actually don't. No, look, legitimately, I know this doesn't really help my point today, but I legitimately, for a solid 5 minutes, sat in my car having a fucking, moment where I was just like, did I close my door? Did I lock the door to my home today? So I just completely blacked out that entire part.
Yeah, really proving me wrong there, boyo.
Strangely enough, he's actually really good about remembering shit he's written, so long as he retains interest in it. Like, I can still ask him, "Hey, man, what did we do?" Like last time we had a writing session a year ago, and he'll just remember pretty much 90% of it.
I can tell you right now, without even having looked at it in the past, shit, what are we at now? 7 months? That we left off on the part where they just dodged a swipe by the giant crystal golem.
One day we'll finish that fight.
I
No,
can
you
remember
won't.
the whole fucking chapter perfectly, but I can't fucking write it.
That's because apparently locking your door isn't included in your interests.
I also blacked out a little bit at work today as well, not gonna lie, where I just straight up was just like, did I run half of the money today or not? Because, like, it was all put away and logged, but I'm just sitting there like, when the fuck did I do this?
Paragon of intelligence, master of critique. Slowly
dying
coughing
by
himself to
tradition.
death.
And this is why we say that none of the things that we say you should take seriously.
Oh no,
Okay,
Birdie!
no.
Sneaky landed himself a job.
Yes.
So he's not.
He's no
unemployed
longer
any
a hobo.
longer.
But you
He's
should
no
still
longer a
donate
murder
and
hobo.
subscribe to me because I need those Twitch bucks. Desperate.
I'm already giving you $5.
And,
But remember,
and
folks, it's
eventually,
September.
Yeah, it is September. All subs are cheaper now. Use your Amazon Prime subs. Buy subs for other people. Throw your disposable income at me, people. Please, for the love of God.
Put it down the useless, pointless rabbit hole that is funding us.
I am perfectly alright with that.
All right, let's keep going, and let's
Okay,
see if we
good.
can't give this gentleman who's been kind enough to appear. Holy cow, we didn't actually mean for you to subscribe. Wow, the guest host has subscribed.
Wow. The guy I'm
Oh.
shitting on has subscribed to me.
oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, C8 wants to know if he can hop in. Apparently, he has read through this story last week.
Fine.
We'll
Fucking
we'll-
let him in.
we'll bring
give him
C8
his
in at the
5
end.
minutes. No, we'll give him his 5 minutes.
All right, C8, hop in general. One of us will drag you down.
I'm gonna start the countdown timer because I have that. C8, you have 5 minutes. Shark Tank, go.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Because I've just been hovering over the general chat like,
I
he'll show up
was too.
eventually.
I was like, is he gonna show up?
You're a Dota player. Your mouse skills should be a lot faster than mine. Come on now.
No, it's not mouse skills, bro. It's buttons.
I wonder which of us has the actual edge there.
I would say it's panic blink.
Is it you with your Dota skills or me with all my fighting game nonsense?
You know, we're just vamping while
Okay.
C8's not. C8, you've muted
Oh.
yourself.
No, he was server muted. Who muted him?
Maybe
I
we
don't
should set a
know!
timer.
Hello, I am here.
We'll
You should
refund
set a
you
timer.
30 seconds of that time.
Refund him 30
No,
seconds.
thank you.
I'm not refunding
So-
shit.
He was server muted.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
he probably deserved it.
Hmm.
Timer's still
Okay.
going.
Yeah,
So,
you got
things have been
3:45.
changed. Sakura stays with Zoken. Maya dies, Iri dies. Okay, you said that. So there's also the fact that Berserker and Saber still fight. They still have the same exact fight with few changes. Due
Yes,
to
right. I skipped that. It's change in location only.
there is one thing that changes. That is the Archer betraying Tokiomi with a fucked up scene. I still remember that. That did not feel good.
I love that scene. I love writing it.
Yeah, okay. Anything else? Oh fuck, there's an actual counter there.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
boy!
Just because I'm Brazilian, I'm slow. Calm the fuck down. Oh, hey, Aaron. So,
Oh no, you Brazilians seem to be pretty quick to murder each other.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There goes our.
I'm
No,
literally
it's
the only
okay. You can
Brazilian
be
here.
racist to them. They're white.
So yeah, I was going to stay here just quietly and just correct shit when the author that wrote this thing in like 5 years ago.
What?
Wait, when did you
Not
write
even a
this
year
actually?
ago.
Bro, it was
Holy
published
shit, wait.
October
It's-
30th, 2018.
Its 1-year anniversary is coming up.
What the fuck do you not remember?
I
this?
remember reading this story 5 years ago.
I want to know what you read 5 years ago.
I want to know. Yeah, I do.
remember,
I actually want to know
I
what
was
story
thinking-
you read 5
How
years ago. That
high
was
are you?
oh, he is Brazil.
I am as low as possible because I'm in Brazil. Anyway,
No, 5
I was
years
thinking
ago.
of
So,
from
wait,
Frick
wouldn't it-
teams.
Wouldn't it mean that if you're from Brazil and you're high, you're about the level of the U.S.?
Anyway, how the fuck do you not remember this? It's been a year. You
I
write
can't even
this.
remember what I ate for dinner yesterday.
Yeah, but your brain discards that. This is your job.
Fuck you, that was a funny
technically.
joke.
Oh, I don't know. Don't worry about me. I
Yeah,
just write this stuff.
that's all I had to say for now.
I mean, how many words is this story?
Yeah.
400.
2,000.
Jesus Christ! No wonder he has trouble remembering it. He wrote 4 fucking novels.
I almost have 500,000 completed.
Yeah, the word count is also a factor to me thinking, yeah, this is really old, isn't it?
No, listen. Once you reach past like a novel and a half of word length, it gets hard to remember the shit you wrote.
There's a lot.
Especially your earlier stuff. It doesn't matter if it was 6 months or a year ago. Your early stuff, if you've improved significantly, is hard to remember because you don't want to remember it.
anyone
Yeah,
who's-
now that you
anyone
mention it, comparing the shit that I have in the prologue and like the first few chapters is so cringeworthy to see now that I've come this far. I hate
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I made
It's so
the
bad.
mistake of going back and reading my first 2 ever fan fictions. Boy, do
Oh,
I
so
regret
bad.
suffering through that. I
Oh
don't
my
know what the
God.
fuck
I know,
younger me
Max,
was
not
thinking.
even that. I still remember us going back and reading chapter 1 of our Dark Souls fic and just being like, what the fuck were we smoking?
Why did we changed a quarter of that chapter? We kept asking the same thing. Why did we let this quarter go through?
Why did we do this?
Massive editing happened that night.
What was wrong with us?
Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's
pretty
one
much.
thing for me to propose a really stupid idea, but Max is supposed to be like the guy that goes, no, wait, stop, and he didn't.
Well, here's the thing. Looking back on the sessions,
he
I
is
know
Okay, no,
why.
hold on a minute. If that's what's supposed to happen, he didn't do his job at all in our story.
No, I'm sorry. You got the version of me that stopped caring.
Yeah, I'm
Also,
sorry.
we-
Adam.
I was
Also,
like, what if
we
we
went out of-
inflicted mental trauma on Ruby by having her murder someone accidentally?
That's
Which-
pretty common, actually.
Which apparently, I want to say, apparently,
I mean, that's
Okay,
kind
our
of
no,
fan
no,
base loved it,
Now, to
which
be
was
fair,
disturbing in its own right.
to be fair, I mean, she does, at the drop of a hat, fucking punt someone through solid pane glass, which, by the way, if you've ever tried to break solid pane glass, like the ones they use in shops, that shit's a bit
Ugh.
hard.
Yeah,
fucking-
like
any glass,
She uses
like-
the blunt edge of her scythe to punt someone through it.
Okay,
Without
honestly,
even
anything-
making sure they had aura first. So yes, her accidentally murdering someone is actually 100%.
Oh, I think he's completely lost his voice.
He's lost it, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not
Gone.
drinking enough moonshine, that's the problem.
Get the emergency moonshine.
that is literally making the problem worse. What is wrong with you?
Whoa,
Why are
holy
you like
shit.
this?
When did I lose
Very
all
good
that
question.
moonshine?
We don't know.
He's
Oh.
sneaky.
Oh,
I-
he's
I
already
My
get
favorite
done.
part is we have a
way
guest host
more
here.
moonshine
We're,
when I
we're
started.
critiquing his story with this.
Welcome to the stream, Catfish. Welcome, and
You
I
have
hope you enjoy
paid
yourself.
for this. Congratulations.
We haven't made past the author's note.
No.
No, we will though.
No,
No.
we haven't. And
It's
I'm
only
just
gonna go
gonna
downhill
say,
from here.
I'm just gonna say now, like I'm normally like pretty lax when it comes to purple prose.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought Max was kidding. Holy
No,
fuck.
okay, but here's the thing. I'm normally more tolerant of this. You know why I'm not so tolerant right now? I've been suffering through a Star Wars novel called Planet of Twilight.
Oh.
I despise. Ironically enough, what I
Oh.
thought would be the dumbest part of the book, the Jedi Knight hut, is actually one of the better parts. That author, I swear to God, had had 3 thesauruses open so he could turn to any fucking page he needed.
Jesus.
It's so bad.
I
Like,
try to keep mine a little bit toned down.
The full moon shone through the clouds above. Snow gently fell to the already blanketed forest floor.
I can't listen to this.
I
can't. I can't.
oh no.
Oh, you've paid. You're gonna listen anyway.
You're paid for this.
There is a
so
reason why I
bad.
can probably get a job with voice acting.
It's so bad.
No, not right now. You couldn't, Captain Grumps a lot.
No, shit.
No.
Whoa, Sneaky can't get a voice acting job while
No,
he's sick.
I would love to have Sneaky be like a narrator for an abridged series.
Oh
that-
no! Here's the thing.
I would make the best.
If I wanted an abrasive narrator, he would be my first choice.
Oh no, Atin.
You know what? You'd be a great.
Sneaky,
would be
Atin,
a
we should
has the
great-
we
best
should make
tool
him
for
a
voice
role for
acting.
Build
Oh
Fighters.
wait, that's right. You know the timer hit 0. And you know what
This-
that
yeah.
means,
Wait,
C8.
This
Uh-oh.
Sneaky has the best tool.
You
for
have
voice
failed the Shark Tank.
Oh, you're an asshole.
I think he was trying to warn us of something too.
Well, it is too late. We shall forge ahead
Must we?
for the Emperor.
I guess that's a yes. Anyways, going forward.
The pallid light of the moon made the snow glitter as if it was crushed gemstones. An eerie silence hung in the air. Something which
This makes me
almost
wanna commit
clung
not
to the
life.
skin and threatened to suffocate. Although that may have been the magical barrier. Above the trees, through the snow, Santa looms above.
Oh god damn it, Sneaky.
The slit owl of a grand castle.
Silhouette. What? Oh, you're not that drunk yet, are you?
You're not that
Oh,
stupid. I refuse to believe it.
Yes,
I
I
get
am
over
neither
with
that
that
drunk
problem.
nor that stupid, but a significant amount of this moonshine is gone.
Oh my god.
Why? Okay, real question. Why are you drinking Vermont moonshine?
Is this from moonshine?
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, it's
I like
North
that-
Carolina moonshine.
Oh no!
that's-
It's actually from the south.
Why?
It's Southern corn moonshine, so it's sort of safe, except
No.
really
No,
fucking
it's
strong.
not. I like how you seem to think that it being southern makes it safe.
In fact, it makes it more dangerous.
In
Well,
fact, it should
Max-
a quick a reminder
Max,
for
Quick
for everyone
reminder: my favorite vodka is Tito's, which is a Texan vodka. Okay.
here.
You
Something
really
ain't
should
right
not
with
be
you,
allowed to.
But
You really
like
should
no,
not be
that
allowed to drink.
I find that funny. Like just a fun little fact that some people don't know. NASCAR was invented literally because of
Oh,
moonshine
yeah.
runners running from the police.
Yeah, that's it.
Also
that's
to make
great.
drops.
Yeah. I love that part. Anyway. Cold, impersonal stone walls and a chilly blue slate peaks. Although opulent and of wonderful architecture, it radiated something of a heartless origin. A large, arched window was illuminated by a flickering yellow light. A candle revealing something was at work within. Inside, oh wow, that's actually a proper use of a colon. A man, or what could be.
You know, I think the KGB used to use this for torture.
No, they use some of the other stories we've read for torture. This is just.
I was gonna say, listen, you're not Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer.
You are not the worst purple prose we have seen this year.
Hey, I keep it short at the periods, at the ellipses.
That's
it's
what I'm
over.
saying. That is what I'm saying. You are not the worst we have seen this year. We have seen far worse.
You're also
And
not the worst reader.
and a significant point in your favor, you're using proper grammar.
Yeah.
So we can.
You should have
we can
seen. You should have
actually
seen.
give you a positive score.
You should have seen some of the drafts I've sent to Atin about my current story. It's just fucking.
Oh, geez, your writing is nigh incomprehensible, my dude. On the 1st draft.
I've
What
edited
could
it.
be called a man? What makes a man?
I sent you a version that wasn't incomprehensible. Okay.
With neck-length gray hair and a beard split at the chin, labored over a sort of journal. What is he writing to his what's the term I'm looking for? Heir? Is he writing to his heir about how he dug too deep in his castle, and now his heir must take upon the task of finding the deep darkness within and closing shut the door of oblivion?
Yo, nephew, I fucked up the darkest dungeon. Come fix it.
No, see, you know what? I hope when they make the sequel to The Darkest Dungeon, we're Argonians, right?
You.
No. I mean in terms of what happens, right? Like,
We're gonna invade the darkest dungeon and
Do you not know that it exists already?
Wait, what?
They're making a Darkest Dungeon sequel. Did you not know that?
Are they using
no,
Wayne
I
June
know
again?
they're
they're
making a
also
sequel. I'm
making
saying
a Mountain Blade sequel too, but
Are they using Wayne June again for the narrator?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
and it's
is that
dealing
why I
with
couldn't
the,
hire him to make an auto what do you call it?
I'll make
audiobook?
an audio book of this.
I was gonna hire Wayne June to
You'll
make
have to pay my alcohol.
Hold on. Let me
fund
see. Let me
vote
see how
for
much a
it.
services cost.
That's not a joke.
no,
that's a
okay,
background,
but what I'm
background
saying is I
fact.
want it to be like when the Daedra invaded the Black Marsh, where it's like, we're going to invade, and the Argonians were like,
No, you.
nah,
no,
son.
reverse card.
Reverse. What?
You've activated my trap card, Yugi boy.
It's sort of like where in Lethal League, Atten gets off the home run slam, and then Max eats the ball, and everyone's like, "Well, we're all fucked."
Ah, this is bullshit.
Oh, by the way, you know what's a bad game to play on Nintendo joysticks?
Lethal League?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my friend bought it for the Switch for some reason. I'm like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Huh.
It's on
That is,
it's on Steam. What? I built you a gaming computer. Why would you buy it on Switch with these shitty joysticks? Oh my god, it was horrible.
I mean, I get. Okay.
No.
I'm looking at Wayne June's
No.
website. I'm actually looking at his website. He actually does have. He doesn't actually have a price limit or a price minimum.
I told you. I was trying to get
So
him
you
to do
can-
an audiobook, but he wouldn't do it. He said he was busy.
I mean, he's probably busy
Oh.
with the Darkest Dungeon.
Like I
That's why
said,
I
I'll
figured.
do the audiobook for you. All you have to do
No.
is pay for more moonshine while I read it.
Another. I have someone. I know someone who makes moonshine from the tap, but behind the point, a little fact, background knowledge is that the
As
first
long
8
as I
chapters,
have to
the first 8 chapters of this went entirely unedited without a beta, and I never went back to edit them at all.
Yes.
This is the prologue is the only chapter that has been gone over by a beta because I wanted Wayne June to voice act it.
Oh yeah, since you haven't been introduced to this, so C8 wants me to introduce you to the Bane Dude. For the Emperor!
What?
the Bane Cup.
Stop.
It's so Amazon for some reason.
Birdie, I don't need someone to do my audiobooks. I need someone to do the freaking cover page for me. I'll pay someone like whatever amount of money they want to do cover pages for both this and.
Birdie can do cover pages. She's good at that.
If someone draws something for me and it's good, I'll pay you.
So yeah,
more.
so anyway, the
Birdie
story
could do
behind the Bane Tube is that Amazon sent me my medication one time in this fucking thick ass cardboard tube, and I was just like, okay, well this is mine now.
Yes, it is yours now.
Yes. I am eloquent.
Uh-huh. Yes, you are.
You know, I thought being drunker would give the moonshine less. Fuck, there goes my left button.
Always a treat sitting in on these with Sneaky.
Okay, it still works. We're good. As I was saying, before the Darkest Dungeon joke, it was hard not to determine that the man was the source. Sorry, It was hard not to determine that this man was the source of the impressive magical barrier surrounding the castle.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why are you like this?
Why was it not
Because
hard to
he's
determine this? It's literally just an old man. I'm sorry, Catfish. Do you look at old men and go, man, that guy's probably a wizard?
He's not a man. He's a golem.
But what is a man, really? But a miserable
He's a
pile
golem.
of secrets.
What is a man?
What is a man?
A miserable little
Behold,
pile of
fish!
secrets.
You're a miserable little pile of secrets.
But it is a miserable pile of e-secrets.
Through the window of the next
He's a
floor,
miserable pile of
a
e-cigarettes? Is that
couple
what you said?
slept together within a
E-secret.
luxurious
Hold on.
bed. One, a beautiful ivory-skinned European woman. Oh, the diversity. As with hair as white as the falling snow outside. The other, a dark-haired, sharp-featured Asian man. Oh.
You've actually gone so like
Yeah.
muffled for me. I literally shut up, Metaton. I couldn't even hear you that last line.
In terms of appearance, they could not be any more different. Really? The black person could not be any more different than the Asian guy.
Oh, because
In
a black
terms of-
person wouldn't have black eyes. Yeet.
Well, I mean, according to Atin, brown eyes are rare, so...
That's right, they
What?
are.
No, they're not.
I'm right and you're wrong.
According to Atin, he has never seen someone with brown eyes before.
No, that's actually true.
He actually
I
lives
refuse to
inside
believe
an
that
ethnic
because-
time capsule of
I
Aryan
refuse
purity.
to believe that. I refuse to believe
Even,
that because
even though he's seen my face, he has never seen brown eyes before.
Oh, please. I don't even remember what you look like.
It's very easy to remember what I look like.
Wait,
no, listen.
no,
I don't
hang on
remember
a
what you
second.
look like. I remember the clothing. I remember a bandana.
Yeah,
I remember crappy jeans.
Yep.
And I remember an ill-fitting T-shirt.
Exactly. See the
Oh
key
no, you're
part
face
to my
blind.
the key
Yes!
part. No, Max.
I've told people that for
no,
years.
No, Max. The key part to my appearance is that I literally look like someone you know. I have been stopped on the street at least once a month by someone who thought they knew me because I look like someone they know. I apparently just have that everyman face where I just look like someone knows. So even if Atin wasn't face blind as fuck.
No, I remember what Max looks like.
Exactly.
I remember what Nose looks
I
like.
literally look like everyone. Big
I mean,
brain.
it's not like I'm much better, I'll admit.
Anyway,
I'd definitely say you're not much better.
as I was saying. The only similarity they had was that the moonlight graced their forms. Breaking the silence of the night, the man uncoiled himself from his lover and continued sleeping on his back, face twisted in an indescribable blend of emotions. Within his mind, a dream, a nightmare.
I don't think there could actually be a voice to read this in that would be worse.
He does it on purpose.
I don't think that it would be possible to read this to make it seem even worse than it already is.
Don't
So I
worry,
think
it's a
that's
talent of
fun.
mine.
I congratulate you on making it the literal shit. Like,
Look, I have been doing this for 3 years straight now. I think at this point I can call myself an expert.
you're an expert on making shit look even worse.
Actually, yes, it is a talent of mine.
It's a
See,
You heard
the
him.
reason why I'm so good at it is because all I have to do is look in a mirror. Heyo, self-deprecating humor. Let's go. Blood trickled from the corners of his mouth. Ribs that had been shattered were forming into solid pieces automatically, same as his spine. You don't want your spine to form into a solid piece, fam. That is bad.
That is what we in the medical profession, and
Well-
those of us who
well,
aren't actually
one-
in the medical profession.
Well,
Called
one
bad.
could call that growing a backbone. I would not recommend that. 0 doctors out of 10.
I guess you could really say he has a stick up his ass.
No. One
Don't you
could
do it.
not say that. But you could say he puts his spine
That's probably better.
Uh,
Stop kicking me.
in. His entire body boiled to the point of absolutely steaming in the cool air of the room. His heart paid with each beat as if it was brand new and adjusting to the effort imposed upon it. So, like Atin's heart every day because he's so fat. His
Excuse
heart...
me?
Look,
You want to
I
try
meant-
that again?
I made a promise that I wouldn't make fun of how fat Max was this stream.
I weigh the least of all 3 of you.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Atin is actually the most fit of all of us.
Which
Because
it's not a high bar, but it's still a fact.
like, I'm fairly certain he's the only one that isn't over 250 pounds.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
a
say,
high
I think I'm,
fucking
like-
bar to be more healthy than me.
Yes, but it's important to point out.
I mean, this is also
Now,
the man who
however,
literally
if we were playing that Jamaican game, Limbo, if we were playing Limbo, you could not beat me. Because my bar is so low, it's got its own fucking floor.
I mean, I don't know, this is-
No, I think
ladies
it's
and
just
gentlemen-
because you are the floor, sir.
This is the man who literally eats
You
bare
are rock
cheese.
bottom.
You literally eat bare cheese. I don't know how you are in more shape than I am.
Dude, cheese is great. Why don't you just eat it as a block? What's wrong with that?
How drunk is he? How much have I missed in like the 30 minutes I wasn't here?
Well,
I've
my
heard
moon-
him.
my
I've
moon-
heard him lift that bottle at least 7 times.
My moonshine is down to 1/4 left. So
Okay, I think you need to stop and seek medical attention.
no,
Oh my god.
you can't tell me what to do.
I would say, we don't want him getting alcohol poisoning, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up with it and then
Look.
just shrugged it off the next morning.
Dude, look, I drank 2 liters of vodka one stream, and
I
just
remember.
and just went to bed. I don't think I can get alcohol poisoning.
No, it just means you have a very high tolerance, and your liver is probably going to be screaming in agony in 5 years' time.
Look,
5?
I'm not gonna
Max,
make
we're
it.
3 years into this.
I'm not gonna make it 5 years. Let's be clear. Look,
Sneaky, I'm pretty sure you're going to make it 5 years out of spite for the rest of humanity.
yes, this is a probability. Honestly, I did not expect it to make it past 21. That's why I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing with my life. So I just expected to die like 7 years ago, and I'm still just sitting here like, what the fuck, guys? Anyway, enough about that. Back to this purple prose garbage.
Oh boy.
His heart
I'll
pained
be back
with every
in a bit.
beat.
5 minutes.
Stubbornly he stood, even as his Thompson contender, even holding his Thompson contender upright. The barrel was smoking, although he didn't remember firing it. Even without context for how he arrived at this point, he knew the man standing ahead of him was the cause of this pain. Messy, uncombed brown hair, cold, dark eyes, one of which was bloodshot, and a cross. At least this battle wasn't one-sided. The priest had blood trickling from his left eye, and his right arm from hand to elbow had been destroyed by a single bullet. Only now did he notice how much breathing had caused him pain. So the priest was the origin of such a severe injury. Only after asking this question did the dark-haired man notice the state of himself. Rather, not that himself was who was fighting the priest, but the himself who was viewing the battle. He wasn't real. He was a spirit, an onlooker, viewing this fight from the sideline. He could not directly act, but he could watch and feel. This was why the feeling of fear radiating from one of his physical copies came as a surprise. The priest gasped as a black blur was suddenly upon him, and the Thompson contender was held by its warm barrel. Why would you hold it by the barrel? There's a wood stock. There's a perfectly good, authentic wood stock to hold it by. That's just silly.
Hey, you know what? Maybe the pain helps him remind him that he's alive. Maybe he lights matches and holds them until they burn down to the fingers just to feel something.
Every day to suffer?
I mean, you are.
You are. You literally are.
Yes. You know,
Until the day that
I think the moonshine's kicking in.
Until the day that Truck Coon finally comes for you and you get sent for another world, you're gonna suffer here.
Truck Coon.
What? Why?
Fucking 2-0, bitch!
Okay, the fact that you're 2 for 0 is a... How?
Look. All I'm saying
I ducked under the first one, and by the grace of Helix, I dodged the second one.
Look, all I'm saying is, you had your chance, and we have a pact, which is if any of us gets dragged into an isekai, the thing we bring along is a friend, who then goes, I'm being dragged into this against my will. I'm bringing a friend.
Or, alternatively, is not against the will. Have you ever considered that? Also,
What the fuck did I walk into?
You gotta keep in mind, if any of us got isekai'd and we chose to bring a friend with us, by the general rules of isekai, that person would be isekai'd as one of the harem girls. So do you really want that?
I can just ignore you, though. Like,
what you're saying is
one
of us would have to be turned into a cute girl.
I know that's a massive departure from what you currently look like, but I think you'll be able to.
I was gonna say, I would rather
I don't
not.
think it's physically possible for any of us to turn into that at all, so I don't know where you're going with this. I don't even think magic could change you or me into a magical girl.
Except, that's where you're wrong, Bucko, because magic. Big thing. Big brain. Anyway, as I was saying.
I mean, I guess technically Birdie tried.
I'm not saying that Birdie's drawing wasn't good.
I didn't say that.
Ooh.
I think we're going to be ending the stream at some point earlier than usual, boys.
I'm almost out of moonshine.
That's when the stream ends, folks.
Yeah, that is actually when the stream ends, because I don't think an entire bottle of moonshine should be drunk in a single 2-hour sitting. Oh, it's only been an hour. Oh, fuck.
Okay, I don't even know how you did that.
With skill and alacrity.
With effort.
Yeah, that too. Well, effort, alacrity, skill. The fact that I still have the shot glass in my hand probably helps. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? The blunt handle coming down to strike the priest's head. With quick thinking, the holy man's disabled arm was brought to block the strike, though a grimace and a groan of pain. The holy man was halted, but only for a brief moment. His body bent backwards to avoid the knife blade aimed for his face. The second strike deflected by a push to the physical copy's elbow, forcing the blade high in a pivot. Their positions were rotated, and a flurry of knife strikes were rained. This is actually very bad combat descriptor. It's not clear who is actually doing the flurry of knife strikes because it says the position was reversed. So does that mean the priest is doing the knife strikes?
I like how this is one of the first good stories we've had in a while, and this is when Sneaky gets the most drunk.
Dude, I have had a long day today, and by long day, I mean I don't even fucking remember what happened today.
That's a serious problem.
You need help.
I think of it as a solution.
It's not.
Anyway, so the spirit watched their physical copy's face strain with rage. It was not stress from keeping up the attack, but anger for the priest was winning. The priest kicked out the dark-haired man's foot and reared back a fist to strike. His victory was assured until a movement faster than humanly possible left the physical cop's head, grazing below the priest's fist. The spectator recognized the technique as the Emiya crest magic. Emiya, the dark-haired man, of course, kicked off the priest and threw the blade in his hand during the same motion. Now, most people would think that throwing a blade at someone you just kicked off was impossible, but the catfish here believes otherwise. Because he has a massive amount of experience doing kickflips off of people while dual wielding a combat knife and Thompson submachine gun.
I've returned.
I'm so glad you've returned because the moonshine is now definitely hitting you in full force. And
He's starting to slur more than usual, and we're not really sure how to deal with that.
Look, I am just really glad the bed's like 2 feet away from me. Let me just say that.
He's a little, what do we say, drunk.
Yeah, it only took 3/4 a bottle of moonshine to get me to this point. You know, fucking my budget is shit, man. I can't afford to be this drunk, but I want to be this drunk all the time because fuck my life. Anyway, back to this story.
Yay!
With some distance between the two now that Emiya has flipped off the priest, in case anyone's wondering. Emiya reloaded the contender because that's a symbol motion. Catfish. Now, I don't mean to assume, but I'm going to assume you have never fired Thompson before.
That shit's got some kick.
Yeah, no shit. It's a 7.62 Springfield. 308. My bad.
No, the Thompson Contender is actually either a 22 or a 45.
No, it was 45. It was never
No.
22.
No, the Thompson Contender. No, it was 22. That's
No,
where
it was 45.
No,
the Thompson
that's where.
Contender in Fate is 7 is Springfield. 30. Yeah, 30-6 Springfield.
I mean, yes, it can be barreled for that. But
Yes.
what
But
I'm
usually,
saying,
no, it was usually 45 ACP. I remember because
Yeah,
America
yes.
was like,
no,
no, we're only doing 45.
during World War II, the yes,
It can be chambered from 22.
I'm getting to that. During World War II, the Thompson was issued as a 45 ACP single mag straight round, fucking thing. Fucking the bar mag that everyone knows it for.
Does that count as a
However,
submachine gun?
the Chicago Mafia also used the Thompson Contender with the tropic modifications to it, such as a wooden foregrip and a barrel magazine of 22 long rifle rounds. And actually, it was originally chambered for 22 long rifle, and during World
45-70.
War II, it was chambered for the higher grade round.
Yeah, 45-70. I see here.
Yeah.
I would say, meanwhile, the Thompson submachine gun was originally 45 APC, and then the FBI was like, let's put some 10 millimeter in there.
Yeah, the FBI
And ruined
also changed
Yes, it was limited conversions.
because 10 millimeter is very, 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 very niche. It's like a 5.7 round works.
Yeah, I would say
It's
that's
shite.
why the Chicago Mafia stuck with 45 APC, which
Well,
again,
the
biggest
Chicago
problem.
Mafia stuck with 22 LR because of how easy it was to get, and because it doesn't matter if it's 22 LR if you were stuck with fucking 10 plus rounds of it.
No, you are correct. Most of it was 22 LR, but when they really wanted something dead, this was Al Capone.
Yes.
He had the 45 APC. ACP
Okay.
rather.
It is actually getting difficult to pour the moonshine at this point.
Okay, I think you need to stop. He just fell out of his chair.
No.
No, we haven't had a repeat.
I almost fell out of my chair, but my reflexes.
You rolled a dexterity check on a -10 and you got a 20. Good job.
Is pure skill.
Just like Ogre Magi.
I should go play Ogre Magi after this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, no. I think you need to finish the stream, my dude. Finish the...
Okay,
I think we should finish this story and put him to bed.
I think I need to get a new left key. Because the
Okay.
left key arrow has just completely disintegrated and I only have my fucking...
Is it possible that you're too drunk to find it?
No, like the little brackets that hold the key onto the keyboard are gone. So
How have you accomplished this?
Yeah, like my WASD.
Look, I don't know. I don't hit the left key that often. No, wait. No, I have to correct myself a lot when I'm writing. Okay, I actually probably do
I'm
hit
very
the left
sorry,
key
Kat,
very
that you
often.
paid for this because he's...
You have paid. I just want to remind everyone that Catfish here has in fact subscribed to me, which means he has given me money to watch as I drunkenly ramble about his fic and the state of my keyboard.
To be fair, you were significantly less drunk when he paid you.
Yes, this is
And we're
also
very
a fact.
sorry.
However, I do not, under any circumstances, give confirmation of my sobriety during the
We
stream.
really should.
No, I should. If I did that, I would be out of a job. Oh,
No, you wouldn't.
fuck,
You would
it
actually
was
have
the
a
left
better.
key again. Okay,
I don't even know what is wrong with you.
should probably just glue that on until I get a left key replacement.
You have a serious problem.
I think I have a problem. Maybe it's a problem. Your problem is that you're dumb.
Says the drunk person who's literally drinking Carolina moonshine.
Well, you know.
No, you do not have a leg to stand on at this point.
Where's the cap?
Shut up.
Moonshine? I can't find the cap for the moonshine.
You're too. Look, let's be honest. You're too drunk to need it anymore, anyway.
That is a factual statement. Anyway, Emiel reloaded his gun. Which, by the way, have you? I don't think you ever got an answer to this. Catfish, have you ever fired a Thompson?
No, not a Thompson SMG.
They fucking kick like a bitch, and they're
Oh,
a
the
bitch
Thompson
to
SMG
reload.
is so hard to
Oh
deal
my
with. Like,
fucking! There's a reason why they got replaced so fucking fast. Like, as much as I love the Thompson, don't get me wrong, fucking red, white, and blue Thompson lover. But oh my god, they are a bitch to reload. They're a bitch to fire, and they're a bitch to carry. They wait
there's a
so
reason
fucking long.
reason the Chicago Mafia used the version that they did with the foregrip handle and the fucking drum clip, because
oh my god.
the actual military version sucked so much more.
No,
Like,
it didn't.
Yes, it. Oh my god.
No,
Yes, it did.
no, because it didn't have that extra front grip. It was so much harder to control.
Oh, I have
Wasn't
fired.
the magazine
I have
uses
fired
usually?
both. No, dude, look, I have fired both versions.
No,
okay?
it was more portable. That's the key.
No,
Yeah, no, and that's what they
the
needed because
military
of
version of the Thompson was not more portable. It was easier to produce.
No.
Yes, the
Yes, it was.
foregrip.
Not what I was gonna say. That wasn't the only reason, though.
Well, yes,
The
obviously.
reason that the Thompson, it was
no
production.
Fucking military would ever use 22 LR in a combat scenario.
I was
They
also gonna.
whoop.
I was also gonna mention the fact that it was heavy.
Yes,
it was cumbersome.
That's what we said. Oh my god, I'm drunk and I even remember saying that.
Did he say it?
Yes.
All right, I'm probably left the computer for a
Holy
second.
shit!
Your
Drunk
contact
me is
drunk.
more intelligent than not drunk you.
How do you know I'm not drunk?
Because I cannot hear you slurring.
I don't slur when I'm drunk usually.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. I played with you in Dota when you drank an entire fucking bottle of rum. You were slurring so hard, you would need a fucking dictionary with automatic updates that's intelligible.
I love how he's trying to raise his voice, and it's just.
Yeah.
Sounds like that.
It sounds like I'm being. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I can't take it seriously when Fluttershy threatens to knife me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
gee.
fucking kill you. Yeah, I'm gonna fly down to Chicago. I'm gonna pay a black
You see
guy
what I
to
mean,
shoot
guys?
It won't even be me. There'll be a black guy just shooting you in a drive-by, and no one will know. Cause then I'll pay another black guy to shoot that black guy. Fucking big brain.
This is why we're not allowed to have nice things.
This is probably why Twitch keeps oscillating between me being able to stream at not 1080p and only 1080p. Oh god. Can you imagine that Twitch staff are like debating about whether this guy with 7 fucking viewers should be allowed to stream at a certain degree or not? Because he gets so fucking drunk he starts saying shit. I should probably stop drinking this moonshine.
I think you really should.
Oh, I can't feel
Yeah,
my
you're gonna
face
want to
anymore.
drink some water, please.
Or, alternatively, I can just go to sleep and not drink any water.
No, you really need
Because
to drink some water.
I
If you-
don't actually think my legs work anymore, so I don't have any faith in my ability to get up and get some water.
How are you gonna make it to the kitchen, to the bed? Like,
Oh, see, that's actually my big brain moment, because my bed is literally a stumble away. I specifically placed my
One stumble.
bed.
You've measured that distance before.
Yes, I have. Because I specifically placed my bed close enough to my computer so that I can stumble drunkenly to it and still make it to my bed. Because trust
why
me,
was that a specific requirement?
Because waking up on the floor is not fun. See, this is why I get the big brain moment, because I think ahead. And anyway, back to Catfish's fucking awful opening chapter. Man, we haven't even gotten 3/4 through the paragraph. We're just
It's
like
bad.
not the paragraph.
This is
the
bad.
Chapter, and
It's
we're
really
like an hour and a half in. Man,
Keep in mind that his perception has been changed by the alcohol.
we are really bad at covering multiple stories per stream. This is like
We
the
used to
third-
be pretty good, but see, we've been
This
doing
is
this
like
for 3
the-
years, so we tend to rabbit trail now.
This is like the 4th stream we've just covered this thing ridiculous.
Reminder that we just spent like how long talking about the Thompson submachine gun?
I think more people should give me money.
I think it's. I
Of
think
course
it's
you do.
I think you've got just enough money to do what you want.
No,
I
no. See, six subscribers is not enough to buy alcohol every month.
Wait, how many subscribers do you have?
Only 6.
Okay.
See, I just held up one hand and was like 6, and I was like, wait a second, I only have 5 fingers.
Good night, everybody.
He's done. He doesn't think he's done. He's done.
No, I am
I
not
feel like he's
done
done.
until this moonshine is gone.
So if we just server mute him, do you think he'll realize?
You could do it. I would still
He's
keep
gonna
talking.
keep. He's gonna keep talking.
Yeah,
No,
would
I
still
know.
Keep talking. You literally can't stop me from rambling. This fucking.
I'm
By
aware.
the way, Catfish, are you aware that Fanfiction.net has its own line break system, and you don't have to triple ellipses to line break?
What?
Fanfiction has its line break system. You don't have to use
Oh.
triple ellipses.
No,
to line
I don't like using the horizontal lines because it doesn't
That's-
add enough space between the paragraphs.
That,
I
that's
use
fair enough.
ellipses. I use the ellipses specifically. Single line ellipses are for short breaks. 2-line ellipses are for longer breaks, and 3-line ellipses are for massive gaps in time.
That's
I've
fair
never
enough.
actually,
As
I've never
long
actually
as you're-
specifically
as long
stated
as
a
you're
time
good.
skip or anything. I just I leave it to the interpretation. But I give you enough details to make that on your own.
As long as you're consistent, that's all that matters in fanfiction. Because I see so many fanfics that aren't consistent with the fucking world. Like, randomly, just suddenly, italicization. It's just like, why it's italicized? And nobody
I italicize for emphasis,
See,
inflection.
that's fine. I like that. I actually wholeheartedly endorse italicizing parentheses, but randomly, I've seen authors just italicize entire like sections of words, where they're like, "Hey, random flashback, 5K words italicized." It's like, okay, yeah,
Yikes.
great. Can you
It's
also
funny that you
shoot
mentioned
yourself?
because I've recently just written about like 1,000 words in a flashback, and I've actually chosen not to italicize it because I didn't want it to be a massive wall of italicized text.
I appreciate you doing that. I'm never gonna read it, but I appreciate you doing that.
That's great. Well, I'm about to add another chapter, so it's good that you're not going to read
want to
it.
be honest here. I'm gonna be only honest here. I'm never gonna read your fic beyond this first
As you've been
chapter.
talking, I've just been working on all the formatting for posting another chapter.
You
That
know
sounds
what?
like a good idea.
That sounds like the best idea ever because I'm just gonna
Yeah.
get progressively more drunk and give worse, what's the word?
Advice?
Yes, advice. I'm just gonna give worse advice, but at the same time, it might be good advice because I'm so drunk I won't care what advice I give.
Oh boy.
But okay, I am starting to lose ability to stay on my stool
Why are
Why do
you
you have
on
a
a
stool?
stool?
because my previous chair broke. Don't you guys pay attention to my most popular clip? Literally, it is the most watched clip on my profile of me literally falling out of my chair because it snapped in half.
I think we need to get you a new chair.
I
I will wholeheartedly approve of a GoFundMe for get Sneaky a proper chair. Because let me tell you, sitting in a stool for the past year has sucked.
Oh my god, buy a fucking chair.
You're an idiot.
You live in a college town.
I
Haunt
don't
the
know how
haunt
long.
the dorms at break. You'll get a free chair.
Okay, but no. Under no circumstances am I gonna buy a leather chair from a college person.
I'm not
in
saying
general.
buy. I'm saying find some kid who's like, shit, I'm getting kicked out and I have to get rid of this stuff.
That's a fair point. Okay.
Are there
You
no
can't-
Walmarts
you
or
are-
Targets
you
near
are-
you?
Oh, there is
Sneaky-
a Walmart near me, except
You are-
Well,
What,
okay,
10
so,
minutes from Champlain and 20 minutes from UVM?
Look, the stool was $30. Okay.
Yeah, and you
because
can get
Yeah.
a computer chair for $25 from
Yes.
Walmart.
But I'm retarded.
Why the fuck did you buy a $30 stool?
Because this is actually a really good stool, and it's like made the stand part is made with really thick steel, and can withstand my ability to be drunk, which makes it actually a good investment because I am really fucking drunk right now. And buying a chair, because the problem was is I was unemployed, right? And so I didn't know how long I was gonna be up here, and a stool is way easier to transport than the whole fucking chair. So I didn't want to spend the money on another chair, only to have it break again because it's a thin metal piece of shit from China. So I do want to spend more money on an object that may or may not break, and even if it doesn't break, I might not even be up in the state anymore. And if I'm not up in the state anymore, I might not even take it with me. Because my car is really small, and I don't have that much space, and a chair is definitely not going to fit, but I could probably fit a stool. That's why I bought a stool. It's got really thick metal for the stool part, so I can be drunk as I want and not have to worry about the stool breaking. But it's been really
Oh,
shitty
thank you,
sitting
C8.
on
This
the
clip is
stool.
gonna warm my heart.
Yeah.
Also, I can't help but notice we haven't had a single fucking message in the past 20 minutes. And I'm really offended by that. The fact that we have 7 people watching me be drunk, and not a single person.
Now
when
you know how I feel. Maybe it's
Catfish,
because you've been
I'm
literally
gonna
drugged for
figure
the
out where
past
you
20
live.
minutes.
I'm gonna hit you in the face with an empty bottle of alcohol.
You're already coming to where I live, you asshole.
Use your name, fucking Catfish! Oh, I'm sorry, Catfish 2.0.
Yes, I am indeed Catfish 2.0.
All
Even
right,
though
great.
I've
You
been
can take
here
over
longer.
fanfiction
No,
writing
no,
for
you're
me. How
not
about
nearly
you?
as good. You're not nearly
Okay.
as good grammatically as Catfish.
I will
Fuck you!
say,
I fixed my
grabbing
grammar and I sent
onto
that
a
to you.
stool while you're drunk is way easier than grabbing onto a chair when you're drunk.
No,
Especially
listen.
if the
Take over
chair
both
is
of my
Listen.
breaking.
fanfictions. Thanks.
Sorry, no.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. What
I'm
do you
already
say?
trying to write my own.
Here's the thing, right? When we eventually get enough money to all move into a house so you guys can see Sneaky's antics filmed and shown live.
Okay.
We're not gonna give him
Hold
a
on.
computer chair. He's gonna have like a lounge chair, and I'm
Dude,
gonna
can
bolt
I
it to
have
the.
a lounge chair?
Like a lazy boy.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lazy boy, and I'm gonna. No,
I would
listen. I'm
love
gonna
a
take it a
lazy
step further to make
boy.
sure he doesn't die. I'm gonna bolt it to the floor.
Okay, now that's a bit too much, but I will appreciate a free lazy.
No, it's like it. Don't worry, I'll have it on like a little slide, so you can slide it back and forth, but it won't leave the floor.
I think I'm too drunk to drink more because I keep missing my mouth with the moonshine.
Jesus fucking Christ! How are you alive?
We don't know.
Through spite. I would say spite's a main component in life.
I honestly think we need to move him at some point in the near future. Not because I want to, but to make sure he doesn't just fucking keel over and die.
But where? To who?
That is where you're wrong. Because if I keel over and die, I won't have to deal with this anymore. And that is a big brain play.
I think the stream's over.
No, we are only at 8:33, which means we have at least another 30 minutes and another fourth of moonshine to go.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry to everyone that's listening to this, by the way.
Oh shit, have we not progressed beyond this part?
No, because you're too drunk.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Jesus Christ, it's like herding a retarded cat.
No. At least playing on a Dota team is easier than this, and that's like hurting a bunch of retarded cats. This is like trying to get a drunk cat who's also retarded to use the fucking litter box, and he's just consistently not.
How about you fuck yourself, you piece of shit? I never thought of that.
I mean, it's probably easier for you to go fuck yourself, seeing as your body's so fluid, your dick can probably float all the way to China and then go all the way around the earth and then go right up your own ass.
But
that was extensive.
I'm not the main character of my Secret Life of Alex Mack, so that can't happen.
I didn't even hear what he said. Did anyone else?
Nope.
Something about being too drunk?
The Secret Life of Alex Mack. Jesus fucking Christ. I've never... Fuck!
He's down, boys!
Hold on, let me get back on my stool.
So, I think it's perfect that...
he actually fell off his stool. I can't believe
No, the ODST, the ODST Sad Rain music just started playing.
Oh, fuck, I need to pee. Hold on. Let me just... Hold on, I can do this. I believe in myself. Fuck!
Jesus Christ, he's an alcoholic, guys. We really have to help this man.
Alright. I'll start looking into more apartments in this area. I'm still looking to find another job.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I have recovered my headset, which means I am 2/5 of the way there. Okay. Now everyone talk amongst themselves while I figure out my way through my apartment.
So hey, out of curiosity, Catfish, you still here?
Yeah,
You
Right.
poor bastard. I'm so sorry.
I'm here. Hello?
I know. I'm just making sure you're still here and didn't like leave instantly.
No, I'm
We
good.
wouldn't blame you, by the way.
I'm here. I'm still here. I'm just working on getting this next chapter out.
What's the next chapter going to be about? Is it the same story as this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say, I'll be honest. So far, even though I'm not particularly interested in Fate Stay Night fan fiction, the fact that you're an intelligent human being with decent writing who's willing to laugh at himself, I'll probably read your story.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably better than most of the people that we've read. Most of the people that we read here and then try to give constructive criticism to just block us or block Sneaky.
Well, I know.
Understandably so, but
Well,
I
no, to be
understand that
fair,
most of
most
my
of the
shit
time
is
Sneaky is
garbage.
much less drunk when he criticizes them.
yes, he usually has actual criticisms to give. Today, he's
Well,
in one of
you
those
heard.
moods.
Personally, I don't even think my own writing's worth reading. If someone else reads it, it's just whatever. I think take it as a win.
But yeah, so congratulations. By dint of not being a terrible person, I'll read your stuff.
That's
You
nice.
may take that for whatever it's worth.
I hope you enjoy it. That's what I write it for people to enjoy.
Oh, don't worry. You'll know.
Am I gonna get a DM at 3 in the morning?
No.
Did he fall asleep?
I think he's gone.
It's possible he's passed out.
He asked us to vamp, so
All right, so let's just keep vamping.
But I'm just saying it's possible he passed out.
Well, we can vamp her at least until 9, I think.
Yeah, we can. I'm just
Well, then
saying.
I'm gonna continue talking about how the Thompson was one of the best guns of that era.
And 20,000? Question mark.
What about 20,000?
20,000.
420,000 words.
Oh, that's a grenade.
And then I've got another chapter that's almost done. I just need to polish it, and it's 15,000 right now. Yeah, my
Nice.
beta was kind of slow this time. So.
Okay,
I mean-
I will say that
Oh, he lives.
it
he
was
lives.
actually harder to wash my hands than it was to take a piss.
Well, I mean, you're putting water onto your body rather than getting rid of water, so yes, it is often harder.
Also, I actually did straight up fall over.
We heard.
Halfway through my trip.
We actually just considered that you just
For a
passed
while,
out.
we were like, did he just pass out drunk?
You know, I have to say, Catfish, your trying to unbalance scales is very appropriate right now.
Why? Because you've gone off the deep end?
I have literally no balance right now. It was a feat of dexterity that got me into the bathroom. And by dexterity, I mean I literally just bounced off the walls until I made it to the bathroom. It's actually a very reliable strategy.
Don't worry, guys. I don't have a problem. He's assured us in private messages.
I don't have a problem. Fuck you. I don't have a problem. Just because I drank 1.5 liters of moonshine in a single podcast does not mean I have a problem. It means I have a very effective solution.
I don't have to respond to that, right? Like,
I forgot to drink it. Oh, it's just everywhere now. Well, upside of moonshine, it evaporates. I deserve that. I just sneezed, and the moonshine came out my nose. I think I should stop drinking, but I still
Yes.
can't find that cap.
I don't think you need to worry about the cap anymore.
Yeah.
No, I need to worry about the cap because I don't want the rest of the moonshine to go away.
Oh, I think you'll be fine.
No, it's cost me $30. I am not wasting at least $10 on evaporated moonshine. I am not finding this cap tonight. I am effectively too drunk to cap my moonshine. I think I'll use my shot glass. I also am unable to read the comments now at this point. My vision has just completely gone to shit. So I'm gonna finish up what I can read here, and then I'll probably just go pass out. If that's okay with everyone.
You just said you can't even read the comment.
I can't read. Okay, look. The comments on my Twitch page are a lot smaller than the dialogue and stuff on the other stream. Okay, look, it's a very difficult thing with words right now. I don't want to hear shit from you, okay? I will probably just straight out ban you, and Max will have to undo it because I'm just way too drunk right now to even remember that I banned you.
And then
I still don't know where this cap. It's one thing to not being able to find the cap liquor you're drinking. It's another thing to straight up fucking lost it. I don't even know where it is anymore.
isn't it literally on your screen?
The cap to my liquor is on my screen. Yeah, you know what? If I was drinking Tootie liquor, that would probably be applicable.
I thought you said chapter. You were so slurred. I thought you said captor, and that meant chapter.
I will literally fuck you with a cactus.
Ah, his true fetishes finally appear. A bottle of moonshine in.
Ryan, you don't even have to get me to drink a bottle of moonshine to say that. I have like 5 gifts that say fuck yourself with a cactus. It's just now I'm taking active participation in your unwillingness to fuck yourself with a cactus. That's not even a fetish, that's just me forcing it on you.
Can you finish so you can just go pass out and not die?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be reading at this point, but I'm just gonna continue from these events. So, you know what? This is a lot of words, and it's 8:41, so I'm just gonna say blah 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 until I get to something interesting. So it's a bunch of
Catfish, I'm deeply sorry.
It's a bunch of purple pros, and then Catfish is like, "Wow, the guy's nervous and shit from the nightmare and stuff." You know, 'cause that's new. Being nervous from a nightmare you had. And then Kiritsugu, because apparently drunk me is better at saying names than fucking sober Catfish. Kiritsugu is like, yo, bro, hire a code of mine. And apparently that's an answer to a question. Which, I mean, as far as Kyrie goes, I guess that is an answer to a question. If the question was, fucking, who would I kill first? Anyway.
He's gotten so drunk he's barely paying attention to the story.
Dark-haired man. Wait, hold on. I should be using my veins. The dark-haired man, Ambia, whispered to the still air of the room. Before warm, smooth arms
Oh Jesus! I'm just gonna.
wrapped around his shoulders. He hardly noticed how cold the room really was. Tentatively, he placed his own hand on the arm of his lover. The nervous jitters faltered as her warm strength spread through his soul. You know, nothing really tells you how bad your fed gets until a drunk guy starts reading it and you go, holy shit, this is fucking bad. The drunk guy is making my story worse.
I think it's actually you just being so
Yeah.
drunk you're making the story worse by proxy. If anyone else was reading it, it'd probably sound alright.
You know, I'm reading it word for word, and I think that's a pretty accurate reference. Wow, my foot. Oh, that's an alcohol. Oh, that's a whiskey bottle. Ooh.
I think the stream's over, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
should turn those in at some point.
I think the stream's over, ladies
Who
and
is
gentlemen.
Kyrie Kodamine? A soft voice asked into his ear. With a turn of his head, he met an unnatural crimson eye and a wide, sleepy smile.
Look, I just want to take this. Well, Sneaky's drunkenly trying to finish. I do
Yeah.
want to take the opportunity to apologize to Catfish. You know, I wanted to try to give you some actual critique and help you out, but Sneaky's drunk.
No, I see.
If you
I
come back
already
on Friday,
gave my criticism and critique to Catfish on the other server. That's why I've chosen this opportunity to get really fucking drunk.
I apologize to everyone watching. I promise Friday will be better.
Friday will probably be better because I won't have access to as much moonshine.
He can't get drunk if he doesn't have moonshine, boys.
No. I also have purchased Japanese vodka, which was supposedly charcoal filter, which I'm not really sure the fuck that's supposed to do. But it's made out of rice.
Here's what it does. It increases the price. Probably.
Yeah, it fucking did. I want to see how smooth this vodka they claim it to be is. Because otherwise, I must go back to drinking moonshine and Cheetos. Because, I mean, it's cheap as fuck. And gets me consistently drunk. Which is, as far as I'm concerned, an improvement.
Look, I just want to say, you realize you're becoming trailer trash, right?
I hope you're fully aware that I've always been trailer trash.
He's just embracing it now.
There has never been a point in my life where trailer trash was not a descriptor that could be used against me. I just hope you realize that.
I like how Sneaky's become even more of an alcoholic than I've been.
I just hope you're exceedingly aware of the fact that I'm really good at hiding that I grew up next to a trailer park.
I feel like your family was too well off for you to grow up next to a trailer park.
Oh, they were very well off. I still grew up next to a trailer park, though.
And
there goes Catfish.
left, which means that's the end of the
Bye,
stream.
Catfish! Person that paid me money to fucking get this in the stream.
He's saying sorry. I don't know why he's apologizing.
Yeah.
Is he really apologizing? Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay.
He's just saying sorry. Had to go.
Okay. Hand is on mouse. Where is mouse?
Why are you looking at an Amazon mouse?
Okay. Mouse found.
Can we forcibly end the stream?
Discord has been pulled up.
See, that's the plan if we ever move in, is I'm just going to have a big red button connected to Sneaky's setup. I'm basically
No,
going to
no,
control a
I-
massive lag switch for
no,
him.
What you're gonna have to do to take me off stream is you're gonna have to tackle me. The second I go down, I'm 50% chance I'm just gonna fall asleep.
I'll do it. I'll fucking tackle him if it means we can end this stream right
I
now.
still can't find the cap to this moonshine. There's like a fifth left, and I want to keep it. This is really good moonshine. I haven't tasted much moonshine, but I'm pretty fucking. Which means it's pretty good moonshine. Big thing.
Okay, Sneaky, I think you should say goodnight to the nice viewers.
You know what? I would
You-
call them nice viewers, yet I can still read that I only have 6 subscribers. So they clearly aren't nice viewers. Because if they were nice viewers, they'd be subscribers.
Oh boy. Okay. Why don't you do your outro, buddy?
Come on.
Okay,
We know you can do
You
it.
can do it.
It is 8:51. That's pretty late. So you know what? Oh, fuck. Where are we on this thing? Oh, we're only halfway through. Yeah, you know what? I don't have enough moonshine to get through the rest of this shit, so. It's a pretty hard decision. I'm not gonna make the bag of alcohol I have over there. I can guarantee you that one.
Go to bed. Go to
I'm
bed.
not gonna
Please go to
try.
bed.
I'm probably gonna push my teeth and pass out. Which is probably a good decision. I'm not good at making cookies.
Just do your outro.
Yeah, you need to go.
Anyway, so it's a big wall of text, and I don't know, probably canon shit at this point. I can't even fucking make out words. Stuff and think, you know what? Just go read his story. He was nice enough to come on to the podcast. Which means he's not a shitty person, which means he's probably at least worth giving a try of reading. We'll drink half a bottle of it, more than half a bottle. That's all we know. Anyway, you all should come back in for Friday because I will not be as drunk as I am now on Friday because I don't have the alcohol to sustain that. I'll probably be drunk. But you should definitely tell more people about this stream because it seems to make people laugh, and that's a good thing. Because there's always more, and it always gets worse.